Hey folks, it's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community on the planet. Today is Wednesday, August 9th. Hope you're well. Happy hump day. And in this video, we're going to be discussing Cronos Group, ticker symbol CRON, and we're going to be looking at the Toronto Stock Exchange. We're going to be discussing their recent Q2 2023 earnings. We'll review that. We'll review the chart. Also looking at the technicals, it's looking like Cronos could be set up for a massive move, but obviously not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And revenue did slip, but they had a beat in terms of earnings per share, so EPS. But before we get to it, make sure to smash the like, help support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe, all that good stuff. Tick the bell, you'll be notified on any future videos or when I do a live stream. Full disclosure, I do not own any CRON at the moment. I own it indirectly through an ETF, but I may be looking to add actually on this nice swing trade setup with a clear stop loss, but I'll discuss that here in just a moment. We'll go through the earnings review just quickly. I know most people have already looked at it, but we'll review the estimates and then we'll look at the highlights and then we'll look at the chart and what to expect in the days, weeks, months ahead. But Cronos Group, who will buy CRON? I did a video on this not too long ago, but 5 days ago. It was rumored that Tilray Brands was a front runner to buy Cronos, and then also rumored that Curaleaf was one of the interested parties in acquiring Cronos, but Cronos is basically saying that they're not looking to explore sales. So I'm not sure where this came from, but it's classic rumor, right? Remember whenever Aurora was partnering with Coca-Cola, we all know what happened to that rumor. So you got to be careful. You got to take what you hear with a grain of salt, right? But at the end of the day, this could happen, right? There could be more huge mega deals and mergers that happen. There's still going to be a ton of consolidation in the space, but you shouldn't make buying and selling decisions off of, things like this, right? You should have realistic expectations and realistic goals and timelines, right? So here's the Q2 earnings. So Cronos reported weaker Q2. So this was 2023 second quarter results. Industry leading balance sheet though with $841 million in cash and short-term investments. So this even makes Cronos, this could even give Cronos the ability to acquire. We know that Tilray just acquired 8 beverage brands from Anheuser-Busch, the maker of Budweiser, for $85 million. And with $841 million in cash, Cronos could easily do a mega merger or acquire another company, whether it be mega merger or just a regular merger. They could do investments similar to what Tilray did with their beverage brands and Anheuser-Busch. So this could be another major catalyst that could potentially, just benefit shareholders in the long term. In my opinion, they have a ton of cash. What do you think they're going to do with it? I personally don't know what they would do, if they would, if they would sell or if they would acquire another company. At this time, I would say it's anybody's guess. But with that much cash on hand, definitely in a good position. As we know, cash is king with the state of the market and the economy right now, with rising interest rates and being hard to acquire capital and that sort of thing. But increased 2023 operating expenses savings target to $20 million from $20 million to $25 million, announces additional initiatives to streamline supply chain and improve cash flow. And spinach was the top 10 in retail sales in every category it participates in: flower, edible, vape, and pre-roll in Q2 2023. But you can see here estimates for revenue was 22.76 million Canadian, came in at 19.02. So a pretty big miss there, and the revenue continues to slide. It had one up month there when they reported in February, but 23, 2022, 2019. So it continues to slip. As we know, there's a price war going on, tons of competition, over 1,000 LPs here in Canada, and that's why it continues to slide, in my opinion. It's just not sustainable. So we need more consolidation. We need more mergers and acquisitions. There's going to be tons of companies that go insolvent or bankrupt. Case in point, Fire and Flower. There's tons of consolidation in the retail space that needs to happen as well. And then they came in with they came in with a beat, but still negative on EPS. So forecast was negative 0.03, and it came in at negative 0.01. So getting very close to that break-even point there at 0, and potentially reaching positive EPS, earnings per share. So it's looking pretty good. We're on a good trajectory here for the EPS, but like I said, revenue has been sliding, but that's to be expected with the rest of LPs basically going through the same struggles, right? But taking a look at the chart here, CRON could be set up for a massive swing trade. And again, this isn't financial advice. This is just my own personal opinion. Don't take anything I say as financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, my own thoughts and opinions. I'll never tell you to buy, sell, or hold. If you buy, sell, or hold, that has to be because you choose to do it. But just taking a look at the chart here, you can see here we're forming a monthly higher low with the low, high, higher, low. And if we form a higher high from here, we'll be back in a monthly uptrend. And we need to see monthly uptrends across the sector. We need to see CRON. We need to see the rest of Canadian MJ. We need to see US MJ and producers, retailers in Canada and the US, and ETFs in Canada and the US confirm monthly uptrends and golden crosses before we are confident that the bear market bottom is in and we're potentially ending a multi-year bear market and starting a multi-year bull market. So this could be a nice entry. If you're very, very conservative, you could enter with a break of 323 Canadian, and then that would make it that would confirm the monthly uptrend. So that would make it a little bit more less risk adverse. But if you're a little bit more aggressive, you can enter now with a stop loss below 215 or $2 psychological Canadian dollars. So you could do that as well. But if you're looking for the long term, I mean, you can't really go wrong. If you take a look at the all-time highs for CRON to where we are now, we are currently down about 93%. And then from February 2021 highs to where we are now, we're down about 88%. So generally when we're down, 80, 90+%, that's generally a good idea to load up for the long term. And then, like I say all the time, if you know nothing about technical analysis and you just place this indicator RSI into your charts. If you know nothing about technical analysis and you buy closer to monthly oversold and sell when we're close to monthly overbought, you do better than 99% of retail traders out there. But most people can't because they panic sell and they FOMO buy, right? They like to buy when things are high and cool and everybody's talking about it. They feel good about the investment. And then when they feel bad about the investment and everybody hates it, and they panic sell, right? So FOMO buy, panic sell. It's the exact opposite of what you should do, but that's exactly what the stock market is designed to do, is to make you feel some type of way and make buying and selling decisions based off of emotion. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the long term. I don't own any CRON, but I may be looking to add this one soon. Like I said, clear stop loss there below 215 Canadian, and then $2 psychological if you want to add, incur a little bit more risk. But essentially, if you entered now with a stop just below, you'd be risking about 10 to 15%. And if we just go back to the price action resistance, that's about a 35% move from here. And then if we go to EMA 26 there on the monthly time frame, that's about an 88% trade opportunity. And then if we just bring up CRON on the NASDAQ, just to give you the US dollar numbers. So this actually dropped to a double bottom or a lower low? 164, 166. Yeah, so we hit a new lower low. So it's an even better arbitrage opportunity here, in my opinion, on the NASDAQ. So you could have got it as low as 164 and then look for that double bottom play. And then, like I said, most MJ are trending back up to their EMA 12. If we take a look at TLRY, so Tilray, it just topped out at monthly EMA 12. So again, just because something else does it doesn't mean CRON will do it, or just because another MJ does it doesn't mean CRON will do it, but it certainly increases those odds. And the more names that start to trend back to their monthly EMA 12s, the better, right? So if we take a look again at CRON here on the NASDAQ, if you entered now just with a move to EMA 12, that's about, again, a 33% move to 100% move almost to EMA 26. So it's looking really, really good here for a swing trade opportunity, or if you're looking long term, definitely can't go wrong in my opinion either. Then in terms of the weekly time frame, we're still below the 10-week moving average. We're still bearish on the stochastic. The MACD is bullish, but it's curling, not looking too hot really at the moment. Just take a look on the NASDAQ to get a feel for that. So again, same situation. And then in terms of the weekly moving averages, we continue to top out at the 50 weekly there. It's currently at 316. So we have some runway till about that level. And then after that, 404 is the 100 weekly, and then the 200 weekly at 678. So I could easily see a run up to about $3 to $4 here. If everything continues to trend in the right direction, we get positive catalyst into the fall. We could even get reviewing rescheduling. We could get descheduling. I think rescheduling to Schedule 3 is the most likely into the fall by HHS, and then the DOJ, and then ultimately off to Biden potentially. And then we could even get safe banking with Congress due to resume here in about 4 weeks or so after the August recess. So yeah, we're looking really good here into the fall. And then in terms of the daily time frame moving averages, you can see here we almost had a golden cross occur, but the rest of the sector continued to bleed out. That was back here in the end and beginning of 2023, end of 2022, and now we're starting to see these moving averages curl. The last time this happened, price was at around $8, went to about $20. Then we had a death cross with the 50 above the 200-day moving average. Price went from about $10 all the way down to low twos, right? So now we're gearing up for another golden cross, just like we were here. And look, at this time, we're way more beaten down than the last time. So I think CRON could be one of those under the radar names that could see and act as a laggard and could see massive upside from here. And like I said, looking for that monthly higher low and higher high, this could be a clear, a nice entry with a clear stop below $2 Canadian. And then, like I said, with tons of upside from here. But if you're looking long term, can't go wrong at these levels either. But let me know what you think about this the chart. Let me know what you think of the earnings. Do you think it's a good trade opportunity? Is this something you're looking at? Do you own any CRON? Like I said, I don't own any at the moment, but I am looking potentially to add it to my portfolio. And if you haven't seen the videos yet, I do a top 5 MJ portfolio, my top 5 holdings, and then I gave my whole entire MJ portfolio with percentage breakdowns. Make sure to check that out on my channel. Going to end it there though, it's Rod with POW Group. Thanks again for joining us in the Pursuit of Wealth. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.